Everyone thinks they know Sigma males, the lone wolf, the mysterious guy who doesn't need anyone, the emotionally detached rebel who operates outside society's rules. But what if I told you that everything you think you know about Sigma males is wrong? What if the real Sigma male is hiding a side so shocking, so unexpected, that it would completely shatter your perception of these enigmatic men? Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal in point number 5 will make you question everything you thought you knew about male psychology. What's going on, legends? Welcome back to the channel where we decode the mysteries of high-value psychology and human behavior. I'm your host, and today we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most misunderstood personality types in existence. You see, the internet is flooded with Sigma male content, but 99% of it is complete surface-level garbage. Everyone talks about the mysterious, unemotional lone wolf, but nobody talks about what's really happening beneath that calm exterior. Today, that changes. We're going deep into the psychological underbelly of Sigma males, revealing 7 hidden traits that will absolutely blow your mind. These aren't the traits you see in those generic Sigma male grindset videos. These are the real, raw, and often shocking aspects that Sigma males themselves rarely admit to. If you're ready to discover the truth behind the myth, smash that like button, and let's dive into the hidden world that most people never get to see. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at Sigma males the same way again. Let's start with the biggest misconception of all. Sigma males are emotionally detached. This is complete nonsense. The truth? Sigma males are emotional volcanoes with incredible self-control systems. While everyone sees the calm, composed exterior, what's happening inside would shock you. Sigma males feel everything, and I mean everything, more intensely than most people. They experience joy deeper, anger more fiercely, love more profoundly, and pain more acutely. The difference is they've mastered the art of emotional regulation. Here's what blows people's minds. That Sigma male who seems completely unbothered by drama or conflict, he's feeling every emotion you are, plus 10 more you haven't even considered. He's analyzing the emotional subtext of every interaction, picking up on micro-expressions, and processing the psychological dynamics of every situation. They're not emotionless. They're emotional masters. They've learned to feel deeply without being controlled by those feelings. This is why when a Sigma male finally does express emotion, it hits like a tsunami. People aren't prepared for the depth and intensity that's been carefully contained beneath that stoic surface. The shocking part? Most Sigma males have rich inner emotional lives that would put poets and artists to shame. They just don't broadcast it to the world. Everyone thinks Sigma males are antisocial loners who can't handle social situations. Wrong again. Here's the shocking truth. Sigma males are often the most socially skilled people in the room. They just choose not to use these skills most of the time. When a Sigma male decides to turn on the charm, watch out. They can read people like books, adapt their communication style to anyone, and become the most magnetic person in any social setting. They understand human psychology better than most therapists, because they've spent years observing from the sidelines. Here's what shocks people. That quiet Sigma male at work who barely talks. Put him in the right situation with the right motivation, and he'll command the room better than any alpha male. He'll tell jokes that have everyone rolling, share stories that captivate audiences, and demonstrate social intelligence that seems to come from nowhere. The difference is choice. Alpha males need social validation and attention. Beta males crave acceptance and belonging. Sigma males? They can access these social superpowers anytime they want. They just rarely find it worth the energy. When they do engage socially, it's calculated, purposeful, and devastatingly effective. They're not socially awkward. They're socially selective. And when they choose to engage, the results are nothing short of mesmerizing. Now we reach the point that will completely shatter your perception of Sigma males. Beneath that confident, I don't care what anyone thinks, exterior, lies a perfectionist so intense, it would make most people have anxiety attacks. Sigma males don't just want to be good at things, they want to be perfect at everything they choose to pursue. This isn't about impressing others, it's about meeting their own impossibly high standards. That Sigma male who seems effortlessly competent? He's probably spent countless hours perfecting skills in private, redoing work until it meets his internal criteria. Here's the shocking part. Sigma males often struggle with crippling self-doubt and imposter syndrome. They set such high standards for themselves that they're constantly battling feelings of inadequacy. That project you think took them a few hours? They probably spent weeks perfecting it, then still weren't satisfied with the result. They hide this perfectionism because they know it's not always rational, but it drives them to achieve things that seem impossible to others. The Sigma male who casually mentions learning a new language. He probably studied for months in secret until he was fluent enough to meet his own standards. This hidden perfectionism is why Sigma males often procrastinate or avoid starting projects. They know once they begin, they won't be able to accept anything less than excellence. It's both their greatest strength and their most exhausting weakness. Prepare to have your mind blown. Sigma males are often hopeless romantics hiding behind walls of pragmatism. This might be the most shocking revelation of all. While they present themselves as logical, practical, and emotionally guarded, many Sigma males secretly believe in soulmates, true love, and fairy tale connections. They've just been disappointed so many times that they've learned to protect this vulnerable side of themselves. That Sigma male who seems uninterested in relationships, he's actually dreaming of finding someone who can match his depth, understand his complexity, and appreciate his authentic self. He doesn't want casual connections or surface-level romance. He wants earth-shattering, soul-deep love. Here's what shocks people. When a Sigma male falls in love, he falls harder than anyone else. He'll write poetry, even if he's never written before, plan elaborate surprises, and show romantic gestures that would make movie heroes jealous. He just saves these displays for the person who's earned access to his inner world. The Sigma male who seems emotionally unavailable is often the one who will love you more deeply than you've ever been loved before. He's not afraid of commitment. He's afraid of committing to the wrong person. When he finds the right one, his romantic intensity can be overwhelming in the best possible way. Here's a dark truth that will make you see Sigma males differently. They possess an almost supernatural ability to influence and manipulate situations. They just rarely choose to use it. Sigma males understand human psychology so deeply that they can predict how people will react, what buttons to push, and how to get almost any outcome they want. They've spent years observing human behavior, and they've become psychological chess masters. The shocking part? They could manipulate their way to the top of any social or professional hierarchy if they wanted to. They could make people fall in love with them, convince others to do their bidding, or orchestrate complex social dynamics to their advantage. They see the strings that control people, and they know exactly how to pull them. But here's what makes them different from true manipulators. Most Sigma males find this ability morally repugnant. They've seen how manipulation destroys authentic connections and genuine relationships. So they actively choose not to use these powers, even when it would benefit them. When a Sigma male does decide to use his psychological influence, it's usually for protection, either his own or someone he cares about. But the fact that he possesses this level of psychological insight while choosing not to exploit it is what makes him truly dangerous and, paradoxically, trustworthy. This might be the most shocking revelation yet. Sigma males desperately crave recognition and validation. They've just learned to hide it better than anyone else. That Sigma male who acts like he doesn't care what anyone thinks? He cares more than you can imagine. He's constantly analyzing how others perceive him, wondering if his work is good enough, and secretly hoping someone will notice his efforts and achievements. The difference is that Sigma males have been disappointed by shallow recognition so many times that they've developed incredibly high standards for the kind of validation they'll accept. They don't want empty praise or generic compliments. They want to be truly seen and understood by people whose opinions actually matter. Here's what shocks people. That Sigma male who never talks about his accomplishments. He's dying for someone to ask about them. He's hoping someone will notice the subtle excellence in his work, the depth of his thoughts, or the complexity of his character. When a Sigma male finally receives genuine recognition from someone he respects, the impact is profound. He'll remember that moment forever, and it will fuel him through months of self-doubt and uncertainty. He just won't show you how much it meant to him. The tragic irony? Sigma males are often the most deserving of recognition while being the worst at seeking it out. And finally, the most shocking hidden truth about Sigma males. Despite everything we've discussed, they're absolutely terrified of being truly known by another person. Think about it. We've revealed that they're emotional volcanoes, social chameleons, secret perfectionists, hopeless romantics, psychological masters, and validation seekers. Now imagine being a Sigma male who possesses all these complex, contradictory traits while maintaining a reputation for being simple, mysterious, and emotionally detached. The terror comes from this. What if someone sees all of these hidden aspects and decides they're too much? What if the person they care about can't handle their emotional intensity, their perfectionism, their romantic idealism, or their psychological complexity? Here's the shocking truth. Sigma males build walls not to keep people out, but to protect others from their overwhelming depth. They're afraid that their true selves are too intense, too complex, too much for most people to handle. They've learned that most people prefer the mysterious, detached version of them. It's easier to admire the lone wolf than to deal with the emotional, romantic, perfectionist, validation-seeking human being underneath. This is why when a Sigma male finally lets someone see behind the mask, it's the ultimate act of trust and vulnerability. He's not just showing you who he is, he's risking everything he's built to protect himself. The most shocking thing about Sigma males, they're not mysterious by choice, they're mysterious by necessity. And the person who can handle their full complexity, who can love all these hidden aspects, will earn a loyalty and love so deep, it defies comprehension. So there you have it. 7 hidden aspects of Sigma males that completely shatter the stereotypes. From emotional volcanoes to terrified romantics, from social chameleons to secret perfectionists, Sigma males are infinitely more complex than the internet would have you believe. Here's what I want you to understand. If you're a Sigma male watching this, know that your complexity is not a burden. It's a gift. The right people will be able to handle and appreciate all aspects of who you are. And if you know a Sigma male, maybe now you understand why they are the way they are. The biggest revelation? Sigma males aren't emotionally unavailable. They're emotionally protective. They're not antisocial. They're socially selective. They're not arrogant. They're self-preserving. They're not mysteries to be solved. They're depths to be appreciated. If this video completely changed how you see Sigma males, smash that like button and tell me in the comments which hidden trait shocked you the most. Did you recognize yourself in these descriptions? Or did this help you understand a Sigma male in your life? Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because next week we're diving into the one thing that can instantly break a Sigma male. And trust me, it's not what you think. For my Sigma viewers, you're not alone in your complexity. For everyone else, maybe it's time to look deeper than the surface when you encounter these fascinating individuals. Remember, the most interesting people are never who they appear to be on the surface. Stay curious, stay open-minded, and I'll see you in the next one, Legends.